Let's talk about the black community for right now. You have the crack era. You have a lot of marginalized, poor families. They had welfare, the advent of welfare in the 60s. Then you had the crack era of the 80s. Then you had the high imprisonment of the early 90s. So it's like, it's like all of these things that were attacking the black family. And so when Big Mama say, I'm gonna stick beside him, you looking at him like, okay, but my mom ain't stick beside him. My dad ain't stick beside her. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it just goes over your head. It sounds foreign. And generation after this, so in the first generation, maybe if you were a Gen X or a Millennial, you got comfortable with the way things are. And now with the Gen Zers, they think this is how it's supposed to be because this is all they've ever seen. The Gen Xers and the Millennials, they've seen the long-lasting couples. They've seen the Big Mama and the Pawpaw stick together for 40, 50 years. They've seen that. You know what I mean? But the Gen Zers and the later generations, they haven't seen that. So they get to thinking this is how it's supposed to be. Oh, I'm supposed to get married. What is that? How you do that? About a successful marriage. I'm like, what is a successful marriage? What do you consider to be success? I always believe that the word success has been very I'll make this word up, if you will, subjectivized. A success. What do you consider to be a successful marriage? Because you could those 40, 50-year marriages, you just see the surface. Those couples, they probably they probably sleep in different rooms. They probably have side relationships. They or they probably live apart. Like they're still married on paper. Because what did he or she and she go through after all of those years? Right? And when I say marriage, I don't mean two people spending the rest of their lives with each other. I mean the legal process of going to a courthouse and signing documentation and signing a legal contract, a legal binding contract with another person. Right? You have duty versus romance. Duty versus romance. You have a duty to our children, and then or the desire for romance. Right? Spiritually, like the marriage is there. It's there spiritually. It's just manifesting in the courthouse on paper. You know what I mean? And in the wedding ceremony with the family. You know what I mean?